was a change in the way I wrote material at some point, where I used to just write it at home and try to sort of figure out how to make a joke, almost like it was a mathematical formula. And then at some point just started going on stage and talking.
Really?
And, yeah,
With a framework in your mind?
with a framework. So there was, the first time this happened, it was after coming back from Thailand, where a friend of mine and I had been in a small part of the tsunami. And we were told to go up, with a wave came, we were told to go up a hill just in case the second tsunami came.
Yes.
And people started coming up and giving out bread to the people on the hill. And my friend said that she wasn't eating carbs.
While fleeing a tsunami. Oh, I love that.
So I knew. So when I came,
Perfect.
when I came home, I knew that was funny, and I should tell that story on stage. But that's all I had. But I knew I'd have to start right at the beginning. We were staying in this hotel, and telling the story from the beginning to that point, I realised that I was also not an ideal person to be in a tsunami, and that my character was kind of ridiculous. And so I started seeing how I could generate stuff from just talking about how stupid I am. And also magic mushrooms helped.
Yes.
I did magic mushrooms.
They feature quite heavily in the film as well.
Yes,
Benjamin, don't they?
Yeah, because you have this moment where Benjamin is free.
Yes.
You see the possibility that he could be free of all this nonsense ego mania, and he could just be, he dances in the rain. That could be his life.
Yes. Yeah, no.
And I felt that when it was the year that they were legal. I don't know if you remember. There was the one.
They were selling them on Portobello Road, weren't they, for about 3 months?
There was like a strange loophole that, please God, will come back at some point. And I took these magic mushrooms, and I felt so. It was like my whole perspective on life changed. I suddenly saw how ridiculous it all was, and I thought, oh God, I could just be happy. I could just feel this. Maybe I don't need to take these magic mushrooms all the time, but I feel like there's this happiness that I wasn't aware that's available. And what was I going to say? And then I did a stand-up gig that night. I thought they'd worn off, but they hadn't. I did the same material that I've always done, but it had this looseness to it, and it was like I suddenly understood why I'd written the material.
So it's sort of transcendental.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Experience.
I don't think it was just me that thought everyone was laughing. I think everyone was laughing.
Because you'd almost cut a wire that was holding you tightly together or something like that.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.